Hello everyone, and welcome to Speak English Easily 24/7. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to learn English with new tips every day. I'm your host, Blake, and today we're going to talk about something exciting and a little bit thought-provoking, the future of artificial intelligence and human jobs. Before we begin, let me ask you a few quick questions. Have you ever wondered if robots might take over human jobs someday? Do you think artificial intelligence, or AI, will make our lives easier, or will it take away opportunities for people to work? And finally, what kinds of jobs do you think will still need humans in the future? Think about those questions as we dive in. Artificial intelligence is transforming our world faster than most of us can imagine. Every single day, new technologies are being created that can do tasks only humans could do before. AI systems can now write texts, analyze huge amounts of data, drive cars, create digital art, and even talk in a way that sounds almost human. It sounds incredible, doesn't it? But with every new invention, people start to ask the same question again and again: will machines replace humans? Experts say that AI will probably not take over all human jobs, but it will definitely change the kind of work we do. In the past, machines mostly replaced physical labor, for example, people who worked long hours in factories. But now, AI is also starting to take over mental work, things that require thinking, not just muscle. For instance, some AI tools can already write simple news stories, translate between languages, or even help doctors identify diseases. That means people working in these areas might have to adapt and learn new skills to stay ahead. Instead of being replaced, they might have to work with AI instead of against it. However, there are still many things that artificial intelligence cannot do well, at least, not yet. Machines can process information quickly, but they don't truly understand feelings. They can mimic empathy, but they don't feel it. They can make art, but they don't have imagination or emotion behind their creations. They can make decisions, but not the kind that require understanding human hearts and minds. That's why certain jobs will always need real people. Work that involves emotions, creativity, or human judgment will likely remain in human hands. Think about teachers who connect with their students, nurses who care for patients with compassion, artists who express deep emotions through their work, or managers who inspire and lead their teams. These kinds of roles depend on empathy, imagination, and the ability to build strong relationships, qualities AI still doesn't truly understand. Let's look at one example. In customer service, many companies now use chatbots to answer simple questions. You've probably seen them pop up on websites. Hi, how can I help you today? They can handle basic requests like checking an order or resetting a password. But when a customer is upset, confused, or has a personal issue, the chatbot usually can't solve the problem. That's when a real human steps in, someone who can listen, understand emotions, and find a solution that feels right to the customer. So, while AI continues to grow smarter and faster, it still needs us, humans, to bring warmth, understanding, and creativity to the world of work. In many situations today, people still prefer talking to a real human being rather than a machine. Take customer service, for example. Chatbots can answer easy questions, but when a problem becomes emotional or complicated, customers want to speak with a person who truly understands them. The same is true in hospitals. Artificial intelligence can help doctors detect diseases more quickly and accurately, but it can't replace the warmth, care, and compassion that a nurse or doctor gives to a patient. In schools, AI tools can personalize lessons and help students learn at their own pace, but teachers remain essential. They inspire, motivate, and guide students, something no computer can ever fully do. While some jobs may disappear because of AI, new opportunities are being created at the same time. Think about it. Just a few years ago, hardly anyone had heard of jobs like AI trainer, data scientist, or prompt engineer. Today, these careers are in high demand. This shows that the job market doesn't simply shrink when new technology appears, it changes. People who learn to work with AI instead of competing against it will have a much stronger chance of success. That's why learning new skills is more important now than ever before. So, what kinds of skills will people need to succeed in the age of artificial intelligence? Experts often talk about three key abilities: creativity, critical thinking, and communication. Creativity is what helps us imagine new ideas and solve problems in original ways. Machines can analyze data, but they can't dream up something new from nothing. Critical thinking allows people to question information, look at it from different angles, and make smart, logical decisions. And communication, the ability to share ideas clearly and work well with others, is what brings everything together. When people communicate effectively, they can solve complex problems that machines alone cannot handle. Some people worry that artificial intelligence might make humans lazy or overly dependent on technology. They fear that if machines do everything for us, we might forget how to think deeply, be creative, or solve challenges by ourselves. But others see it differently. They believe AI can actually give us more freedom and time. If intelligent machines can take care of boring, repetitive tasks, humans can focus on what really matters: innovation, research, personal growth, and spending time with loved ones. Let's take a moment to imagine what life could be like in the year 2040. You wake up in a smart home that already knows your morning routine. As you stretch, a small robot brings you breakfast while your AI assistant updates you on the day's schedule. You start work remotely, using advanced digital tools that help you make better and faster decisions. Instead of wasting hours on simple or repetitive jobs, AI systems take care of those tasks automatically. But when it comes to making important choices, your human judgment still leads the way. The AI might suggest options, but you make the final call, because only humans understand emotion, ethics, and intuition. That kind of future doesn't sound bad at all, does it? Still, it won't happen by itself. For everything to run smoothly, there will need to be a balance. Governments, schools, and companies will all have a big role to play. They must ensure that as machines become smarter and more capable, humans don't get left behind. We'll need policies that protect workers, education systems that teach modern skills, and leaders who think about both innovation and humanity. The future of AI isn't just about technology, it's about people learning how to grow and adapt along with it. As technology keeps advancing, one thing is very clear: we have to make sure that people don't get left behind. Education will play one of the biggest roles in making that happen. In the future, students won't just need to know how to use technology, they'll need to learn how to think beyond it. Schools may begin teaching subjects like the ethics of AI, programming, and digital creativity. These lessons will help young people understand both the power and the limits of artificial intelligence and how to use it responsibly. But as exciting as all of this sounds, there's another big issue we have to think about: fairness. What will happen to people who lose their jobs when AI takes over certain tasks? Will they have a chance to find new opportunities, or will society become more unequal? These are serious questions that many governments and business leaders are discussing right now. Some experts suggest that countries should introduce new systems, such as universal basic income, money that every citizen receives to help them live while they learn new skills or search for new jobs. Others believe that companies should take responsibility for retraining workers whose roles are replaced by AI. No matter what solution we choose, one thing is clear: everyone must have a fair chance to succeed in this new world. However, artificial intelligence isn't just about work. It's also changing how we live, learn, and connect with one another. AI is helping scientists find cures for diseases faster than ever before. It's helping farmers grow crops using less water and fewer chemicals, which protects the environment. In classrooms, AI tools are helping students learn in ways that fit their own pace and learning style. When used wisely, AI can make our world more efficient, more sustainable, and more connected. Still, we must use it carefully. If AI becomes too powerful or is used irresponsibly, it can create serious problems. There are already growing concerns about privacy, data security, and misinformation. For example, you might have heard about deepfake videos, fake images, or videos created by AI that look incredibly real. These can be used to spread false information or harm someone's reputation. AI-generated voices can also be misused to scam people or spread lies. That's why understanding how AI works and how to use it responsibly is something everyone needs to learn, not just programmers or scientists. So, what can you do to prepare for an AI-driven future? There are a few important things you can start doing right now. First, stay curious. Keep learning about new technologies and think about how they might affect your career and your everyday life. Don't be afraid to explore and ask questions. Second, focus on improving your soft skills, things like communication, teamwork, problem-solving, and creativity. These are skills that machines can't easily replace, and they make you more adaptable in a changing world. Third, be flexible and ready to adapt. The world is moving faster than ever, and those who continue to learn and grow will always stay ahead. Remember, AI is not our enemy. It's a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends on how we choose to use it. When we use AI with wisdom, empathy, and responsibility, it can help us achieve more than ever before. But if we ignore its risks or use it carelessly, it could cause harm. The future of AI isn't written yet. It's in our hands to shape it wisely. If we use artificial intelligence carelessly, it could increase inequality and create confusion in society. That's why the future of AI and the future of human jobs will depend on the choices we make today. Before we end this discussion, I want to leave you with one final thought. Technology may change the way we work, but it will never change what makes us human. Our creativity, our emotions, and our ability to dream are things that no machine can copy. So instead of being afraid of AI, we should learn how to grow with it. We should make it work for us, not against us. That's an important idea to keep in mind as we continue to explore the connection between AI and the future of human work. But let's take it one step further. Artificial intelligence won't just shape our jobs, it will also influence our values, our relationships, and even our definition of success. When most people think of AI, they picture machines, data, or computer programs. But in reality, AI is not just about technology, it's about people. It's about the choices we make, the way we use these tools, and how we preserve our humanity in a world that's becoming more digital every day. So, how exactly is AI transforming our workplaces right now? In many companies, AI tools are already helping employees become more efficient and productive. In offices, for instance, AI programs can automatically sort emails, schedule meetings, and even summarize long reports in just a few seconds. In marketing, AI systems can study customer behavior, understand what people like, and suggest better strategies for reaching them. In factories, robots can now assemble products faster and more safely than ever before. All of this sounds amazing, and it truly is, but it also brings new challenges. If machines continue to get better at doing our work, will humans eventually become unnecessary? That question worries many people, but experts often explain it this way. AI doesn't replace humans, it replaces tasks. This means that most jobs won't completely disappear, they'll simply change. The roles may look different, but the people doing them will still matter. For example, a teacher will still teach students, but now they might use AI tools to track each student's progress and design lessons that fit their needs. A doctor will still care for patients, but AI might help analyze X-rays, test results, and medical records more accurately and faster than before. A lawyer will still study laws and build arguments, but AI can help them quickly find similar cases or pass judgments that strengthen their point. So rather than fearing job loss, people should focus on learning how to work alongside AI. The most successful professionals of the future will be those who understand how to use these intelligent tools to enhance their skills, not those who try to ignore or fight them. When humans and machines work together, we can achieve more than either could alone. AI can handle the data, the numbers, and the repetition. Humans can bring emotion, ethics, and imagination. Together, this partnership can lead to a more balanced and creative world of work, one where technology supports human potential instead of replacing it. The future isn't about machines taking over. It's about humans learning how to lead in an age of intelligence, not just artificial, but also emotional and moral. That's the real power of our generation, to build a future where both AI and humanity can grow side by side. When artificial intelligence is used carelessly or without proper oversight, it can easily be misused. One of the biggest problems connected to this is bias. Because AI systems learn from human-created data, they sometimes copy human mistakes, including unfair judgments or discrimination. For example, imagine an AI hiring program that reviews job applications. If the data it was trained on includes bias, such as favoring certain backgrounds, genders, or schools, the AI might unknowingly repeat those patterns and reject qualified candidates. This is why it's so important to make AI systems transparent, fair, and accountable. People creating and using these systems must understand how they make decisions and ensure they treat everyone equally. But the challenges of AI aren't just technical. They're also emotional. Humans don't work only to earn money. We work for purpose, connection, and identity. A job gives us a sense of belonging and accomplishment. If machines take over certain roles, some people might begin to feel less valuable or lose their sense of purpose. That's why emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, motivate, and support others, will become one of the most important skills in the future. Machines can perform actions, but only humans can give meaning to those actions. For example, a robot can deliver food to a hospital patient, but it cannot offer kindness or comfort. That human touch, empathy, compassion, and emotional understanding is what gives real value to our work. Governments around the world are now trying to create rules and regulations to guide the use of AI. They want to make sure this technology helps people instead of harming them. Some countries are already experimenting with AI ethics boards that review how AI is used in public services, such as healthcare, education, or law enforcement. Others are discussing ideas like taxing companies that replace too many workers with machines, so that society can support retraining programs for those who lose their jobs. These discussions are still in the early stages, but they're extremely important. The decisions made in the next few years will shape how AI affects our world for decades to come. If handled wisely, AI could reduce poverty, improve healthcare, and make education more accessible. But if ignored or misused, it could deepen inequality and create new social problems. That brings us to another critical topic: education. To prepare for a world driven by AI, education systems must evolve. In the past, schools mainly focused on memorizing facts and repeating information. But in the future, students will need to develop critical thinking, problem-solving, and technological understanding. Many universities have already started offering courses in AI, machine learning, data ethics, and digital communication. These subjects will help students understand how to use technology responsibly and creatively. However, education shouldn't stop at graduation. In an AI-powered world, lifelong learning will become a normal part of everyone's life. Adults will need to keep updating their skills to stay relevant as new tools and technologies appear. As for future jobs, experts believe that AI will not only transform existing industries, but also create entirely new ones. For example, there will be growing demand for AI ethics specialists, professionals who ensure that AI systems follow moral guidelines and protect human rights. Other new careers may appear in areas like robot psychology, digital wellness, or virtual experience design. The future of work will be filled with possibilities for those who stay curious, flexible, and willing to learn. In the future, many new types of jobs will appear as artificial intelligence continues to grow. For example, AI ethics specialists will help companies use technology responsibly, making sure it benefits people and respects privacy and fairness. Human AI interaction designers will work to make machines easier and more natural for people to use. Environmental data analysts will use AI tools to study pollution, track weather changes, and find smarter ways to fight climate change. These are careers that didn't even exist 20 years ago, and as technology keeps developing, more new roles will be created. But while new jobs will appear, some traditional ones may start to disappear. Cashiers, for instance, are already being replaced by self-checkout systems in stores. Drivers could one day be replaced by autonomous, self-driving cars. Even office jobs like data entry, basic translation, or customer service could become mostly automated. Still, this doesn't mean that humans will be out of work. It simply means that the type of work we do will change, and we'll need to adapt faster than before. Flexibility will become one of the most valuable skills anyone can have. The ability to learn new things, switch roles, and stay open to change will define success in the age of AI. Along with flexibility, we also need to talk about something equally important: emotional balance. As machines become more capable, many people might start to feel pressure to compete with them. That pressure can lead to stress, anxiety, or even burnout. But we have to remember something vital. Humans have emotional intelligence, empathy, and social understanding, qualities that machines can't truly copy. Learning how to manage emotions, work well with others, and stay calm under pressure will be just as valuable as technical knowledge. In fact, in a future full of technology, human emotion may become our greatest strength. Being kind, patient, and emotionally aware will make people stand out in workplaces where machines handle most of the logical or repetitive tasks. Now, here's an interesting question. Can AI actually make us happier? Some researchers think it might. Artificial intelligence could help improve mental health by reducing repetitive stress, providing therapy support, or even offering comfort to people who feel lonely. There are already AI-powered chat programs that allow users to talk about their emotions or get guided relaxation exercises when they feel anxious or alone. Of course, these tools can never replace real human relationships, but they can offer a small helping hand. For example, they can remind someone to take a break, connect with friends, or practice mindfulness. In that way, AI can support emotional well-being rather than harm it. In the business world, AI is already transforming industries everywhere. Retail companies use AI to predict what products customers will want next. Banks rely on it to detect and prevent fraud. Airlines use AI systems to plan flight schedules more efficiently and keep passengers safe. And entertainment companies use it to recommend movies, shows, and songs that match each person's taste. The more data these systems collect, the smarter they become. But as AI grows stronger and more advanced, it's up to humans to decide how far it should go and how to use it wisely. The balance between technology and humanity will shape the kind of world we live in. As artificial intelligence becomes more advanced, the people who manage these systems will need to understand more than just how they function. They'll also have to think about how AI affects society, our jobs, our privacy, and even our sense of fairness. It's not enough to know how to build or operate AI. The true challenge will be learning how to guide it responsibly and ethically. One important area to think about is leadership. In the future, leaders will not only manage human teams, but also work alongside intelligent systems. This will require a new style of leadership, one that values trust, transparency, and human values above everything else. A great leader in the age of AI won't just chase profits or efficiency. They'll focus on how technology impacts people's lives, how it shapes communities, and how it can be used to make the workplace more supportive and fair. Leadership in the AI era will no longer be about control or authority. It will be about connection and collaboration. Instead of giving orders, leaders will need to inspire creativity, encourage teamwork, and help both humans and machines work together smoothly. Emotional intelligence, empathy, and open communication will be just as important as technical knowledge. AI may also change how we define success. Today, success is often measured by money, power, or social status. But in a future where machines can handle most of the routine work, success might come to mean something else entirely, perhaps creativity, knowledge, or contribution to society. People might begin to value personal growth, emotional well-being, and community more than material rewards. This shift could move humanity away from endless competition and toward a deeper sense of purpose. Let's zoom out and look at the global impact of artificial intelligence. AI isn't just a tool for one company or one country. It's a force that can shape the entire planet. If used wisely, it could help us solve some of the world's biggest problems, such as poverty, hunger, and climate change. For example, AI systems can analyze patterns to predict natural disasters, helping governments prepare and save lives. They can optimize energy use and discover new sources of renewable power. They can even improve how food is distributed, reducing waste and ensuring that resources reach the people who need them most. If used responsibly, AI has the power to make the world fairer, safer, and more sustainable. But this future will only be possible if nations choose to work together. Global cooperation will be essential. Countries must share knowledge, set ethical standards, and ensure that technology benefits everyone, not just a small group of powerful organizations. So, as you think about the future of AI and work, ask yourself this question: what kind of world do you want to live in? Do you imagine a world where machines control people, or a world where people use machines to create a better, more humane future? The answer depends on the choices each of us makes, how we act, what we learn, and how we adapt. The future of work isn't something that simply happens to us. It's something we build together. Every decision we make today, how we educate ourselves, how we design technology, and how we treat one another, will shape what tomorrow looks like. So, let's keep thinking about the future of AI and human jobs, and this time, let's focus on how each individual can prepare for the changes that are already unfolding around us. The first step in preparing for the future of work is understanding the skills that machines are not good at. Artificial intelligence is excellent at analyzing data, recognizing patterns, and performing repetitive tasks with speed and accuracy. But there are things that AI still cannot replace, qualities that are deeply and uniquely human, such as intuition, creativity, empathy, and moral judgment. Jobs that rely on these human traits will continue to need real people. For example, therapists use empathy and emotional understanding to help others heal. Writers and designers use imagination to create stories and art that inspire people. Community leaders use compassion and moral guidance to bring people together. These are all qualities that no machine can truly imitate. One of the most exciting trends we're already seeing is the rise of hybrid skills, abilities that combine traditional human strengths with technological understanding. Hybrid skills are the bridge between creativity and computation. For instance, a journalist who knows how to use AI tools can research more quickly and create deeper, more engaging stories. A teacher who understands AI can design lessons that adapt to each student's learning pace and style. Even artists and musicians are using AI to explore new ways of expressing their creativity, blending human emotion with digital intelligence to make entirely new kinds of art. People who develop these hybrid skills will have more opportunities in the future because they can do something that neither humans nor machines can achieve alone. They can take the best of both worlds, human imagination and machine efficiency, and combine them into something powerful and new. Another key ability for the future is problem solving. While AI can make predictions, analyze information, and even suggest possible solutions, it still cannot fully understand the complexity of real human situations. Humans are needed to interpret AI's results and decide the best course of action. Take healthcare, for example. AI might predict which treatment could be most effective for a certain illness, but it cannot consider the patient's emotions, personal history, or unique circumstances. That's where a doctor's wisdom and empathy come in. Similarly, in business, AI might show which products are trending or what customers want, but humans must make the final choices that reflect ethics, values, and long-term vision, not just numbers on a screen. Another vital skill for the AI era is communication. Machines can write text or answer questions, but they cannot truly connect with people on an emotional level. Humans will always lead conversations, build trust, and inspire others through language and storytelling. In every field, from science to art to business, communication is what turns ideas into action. Skills like public speaking, storytelling, teamwork, and negotiation will remain essential even in the most technical industries. The ability to explain complex ideas clearly, to listen carefully, and to motivate a group toward a shared goal will always set humans apart from machines. In short, the future of work will belong to those who combine technical understanding with human emotion. It's not about competing with AI, it's about learning how to complement it. People who keep developing creativity, empathy, and communication will not only survive in the AI age, they'll lead it. Relationships, whether personal or professional, will always be in demand. Machines can perform tasks, but they can't replace the power of genuine human connection. Now, let's talk about the role of government and policy in this changing world. As artificial intelligence continues to reshape industries, leaders will have to make important decisions about education, social support, and economic fairness. If AI causes major job changes, governments may need to step in with programs that help workers retrain, start their own businesses, or receive financial support such as universal basic income. Policies that promote responsible AI use and human-centered workplaces will be key to helping societies thrive. It's not just about making technology more powerful, it's about ensuring that people remain at the center of progress. Another critical factor is global cooperation. AI development is happening all over the world, and its benefits and risks are shared by everyone. No single country can handle these challenges alone. Nations will need to work together, share knowledge, and create fair rules to guide AI research and use. International collaboration can help prevent a future where some countries grow wealthy from AI while others are left behind. Let's take a closer look at how AI is transforming specific industries. In healthcare, AI is already helping doctors diagnose diseases faster, discover new medicines, and monitor patients more efficiently. Yet, no machine can replace the empathy, emotional understanding, and judgment that human doctors, nurses, and caregivers provide. Technology can assist, but the heart of healthcare will always be human. In education, AI tools can personalize learning experiences, track each student's progress, and suggest lessons that fit their needs. However, teachers remain essential. They inspire curiosity, encourage growth, and support students both emotionally and intellectually. A computer can teach information, but only a teacher can make learning feel meaningful. In the creative industries, AI can now generate music, art, and even stories. But while machines can imitate patterns, they cannot truly understand emotion, culture, or inspiration. Human creators bring something unique, a personal vision that reflects life, imagination, and experience. That human touch is what gives art its soul. Transportation is another field that's rapidly evolving. Self-driving cars, delivery drones, and automated systems may reduce the need for some traditional driving jobs. But humans will still play a vital role, maintaining vehicles, managing systems, setting regulations, and making ethical decisions in complex situations. Even in an automated future, human oversight and safety control will remain essential. AI is also reshaping the world of entrepreneurship. New AI-powered tools are allowing individuals to start and manage businesses faster and more efficiently than ever before. From designing websites and analyzing markets to managing customer service, Small business owners can now use AI to compete with larger companies. This means more people can turn their ideas into reality, but it also means they'll need to understand how to use technology wisely and ethically. In every industry, one truth remains: AI can assist, but humans give purpose. Technology can multiply our abilities, but it can't replace the empathy, creativity, and moral judgment that make us who we are. The best future is one where humans and machines work together, not in competition, but in collaboration. For example, AI can help entrepreneurs analyze markets, create marketing content, and manage customer service. This allows small businesses to compete with larger companies and gives creative ideas a greater chance to succeed. Entrepreneurs who understand AI can use it as a powerful partner, not as a threat. Another important area is research and innovation. AI can process huge amounts of data quickly, helping scientists spot patterns or insights faster than humans alone. But humans are still needed to ask the right questions, design experiments, and interpret results. AI accelerates research, but human creativity and judgment remain essential. We should also consider the social impact of AI. Work isn't just about earning money, it's about identity and purpose. As AI reshapes the job market, people may need to find new ways to feel productive and valued. This could mean pursuing careers that focus on creativity, problem-solving, or service. Communities will also need to provide support and training for those whose jobs are changing. Let's imagine a day in the life of a future worker. You wake up and check your AI assistant, which has already organized your tasks. Some of your work is automated, while other parts rely on your creativity, judgment, and problem-solving skills. You collaborate with colleagues, some working remotely or using AI tools. You guide decisions, solve complex problems, and communicate results. Your work is focused on thinking, decision-making, and human interaction rather than repetitive tasks. It's also important to think about how AI can help tackle global challenges. Climate change, for instance, requires monitoring massive amounts of environmental data. AI can predict natural disasters, optimize energy use, and support sustainable farming. But humans are still needed to interpret data, create policies, and implement solutions. Machines provide insights, but humans give them direction, purpose, and responsibility. In the end, the future of AI isn't about humans versus machines. It's about humans and machines working together. AI can handle repetitive, data-heavy tasks, giving us more time for creativity, strategy, and meaningful work. But the qualities that make us human, empathy, imagination, and ethical judgment, will remain irreplaceable. Those who embrace this partnership, adapt to change, and focus on uniquely human skills will thrive in the AI-driven world. In this way, AI becomes a tool for global problem-solving, enhancing human capabilities rather than replacing them. Some people worry that AI will increase inequality, as those with access to technology could benefit more. To prevent this, education and training must be accessible to everyone. Governments, companies, and organizations need to ensure that AI empowers all people, not just a few. Equitable access to technology will be essential for a fair and productive society. It's also crucial to maintain a human perspective. AI may become more intelligent, but it will never replace the human experience, our emotions, values, relationships, and culture. Humans will always need meaning in their work, connections with others, and opportunities to express creativity. AI is a tool that can help us achieve more, but it cannot live, feel, or dream like we do. So, as we move forward, remember this: the future of AI and human jobs is not predetermined. It is shaped by the choices we make today in education, ethics, work, and society. By learning new skills, embracing technology responsibly, and keeping human values at the center, we can create a world where AI and humans work together to achieve more than ever before. Ask yourself, how will you prepare for a future where AI is part of everyday life? Which skills will you focus on? How will you stay flexible, creative, and human? The choices you make today will shape not only your career, but also the world you live in tomorrow. Let's continue exploring the future of AI and human jobs by thinking about how individuals and societies can prepare. One of the most important things to remember is that AI is not just a technology issue, it is a human issue. It affects how we work, how we learn, and how we interact with each other. The key question is not whether AI will take over, but how humans will choose to use it responsibly. Let's begin by discussing personal preparation. For anyone entering the workforce or considering a career change, understanding AI is becoming as important as basic computer skills were 20 years ago. Learning the fundamentals of AI, data analysis, and digital tools can give you a real advantage. But technical knowledge alone is not enough. As AI handles more tasks, human skills like critical thinking, creativity, problem-solving, and empathy become even more valuable. Critical thinking is especially important because AI can produce outputs, but it cannot judge if those outputs are appropriate or ethical. For example, an AI system might suggest a marketing strategy that maximizes profit but harms society or exploits vulnerable groups. Humans must evaluate these recommendations and make ethical decisions, a skill AI cannot replicate. Creativity will also be key in the future. While AI can generate ideas, humans are needed to evaluate, adapt, and give meaning to them. In art, music, writing, and even scientific research, creative thinking allows humans to explore possibilities AI alone cannot envision. People who combine creative thinking with AI tools will have a major advantage in their careers. Another essential skill is adaptability. Change is the only constant in a world shaped by AI. Jobs that exist today may look very different in 10 years. Some may disappear, while new ones emerge. Individuals who can learn quickly, adjust to new environments, and embrace lifelong learning will thrive. This adaptability also extends to emotional resilience, staying calm, proactive, and solution-oriented in the face of uncertainty. Emotional intelligence remains crucial. AI may perform tasks, but it cannot truly understand human emotions. Skills like empathy, collaboration, and the ability to inspire and support others will continue to set humans apart in any career. Jobs that involve counseling, leadership, teaching, negotiation, or caregiving rely heavily on emotional intelligence. Humans can read social cues, manage conflicts, and inspire others, skills that AI cannot replicate. Developing emotional intelligence will help individuals stay relevant and succeed in collaborative environments. Now, let's consider collaboration between humans and AI. In many workplaces, humans and machines will function as partners. AI can handle repetitive or data-heavy tasks, while humans focus on strategic thinking, creativity, and interpersonal communication. For example, in medicine, AI can analyze thousands of patient records to find patterns, but doctors decide on treatment plans. In business, AI can process market trends, but managers make the final decisions that reflect company values and ethics. This human-AI partnership also creates opportunities for innovation. Imagine using AI to simulate experiments, generate prototypes, or explore new markets. Humans can then use the insights provided by AI to develop entirely new products, services, and solutions. This collaboration has the potential to boost both productivity and creativity, allowing humans to focus on tasks that require judgment, intuition, and imagination. Ethical awareness is essential when working with AI. AI systems can inherit biases from their training data or from the people who design them. Professionals must ensure AI is used fairly and responsibly. For instance, hiring algorithms may unintentionally favor certain candidates, and predictive policing tools can reflect existing societal biases. Humans must guide AI to make decisions that are equitable, transparent, and just. Finally, education plays a central role in preparing society for an AI-driven world. Schools and universities need to teach not only technical skills, but also critical thinking, ethics, creativity, and collaboration skills that will allow people to thrive alongside AI. In the future, learning will not stop after school or college. Adults will need to keep learning new skills throughout their lives. This will not just be a choice, it will be necessary to stay competitive in the job market. Skills that are useful today might not be enough tomorrow, and people will need regular training programs to update their knowledge. Lifelong learning will become a part of everyday life, helping people adapt to new technologies and changing industries. Let's take a closer look at how artificial intelligence, or AI, will affect different jobs. In healthcare, AI can do many tasks, like helping doctors diagnose illnesses, suggesting treatments, or assisting with medical research. It can also monitor patients and predict potential health issues. But even with these abilities, AI cannot replace the human touch. Doctors, nurses, and caregivers are still essential because they provide empathy, comfort, and careful judgment when making difficult decisions. Patients often need emotional support and guidance, something only humans can truly provide. In education, AI can help students by creating personalized learning paths and tracking their progress. Machines can adapt lessons to fit each student's needs and even provide extra practice in areas where a student is struggling. But teachers remain crucial. They inspire students, guide them in learning, and assess not just academic knowledge, but also character, curiosity, and emotional growth. Human teachers understand students in ways machines cannot, and they can offer encouragement, mentorship, and a sense of connection that is vital for learning. The creative world is also changing with AI. Machines can now generate music, paintings, stories, and other content. AI can make work faster or provide ideas that humans might not think of. Yet human artists, writers, and creators bring something unique to their work: emotion, meaning, culture, and context. Machines can imitate patterns, but humans create with intention, experience, and understanding. The emotion and cultural relevance that humans contribute cannot be replaced by technology. Transportation is another field experiencing change. Self-driving cars, delivery drones, and automated logistics systems might reduce the need for some drivers. However, humans will still be needed for planning, maintenance, regulation, and complex decision-making. Machines can perform repetitive tasks, but they cannot handle unexpected situations, enforce rules, or plan for the long term like humans can. AI is being developed all over the world, and no country can ignore its impact. Global cooperation will be essential to ensure that AI benefits everyone and does not create unfair advantages. Countries need to share knowledge, create fair rules, and prevent harmful uses of technology. By working together, nations can avoid a future where some countries progress while others fall behind. Cooperation can help address challenges, distribute benefits, and ensure AI is used safely and ethically across borders. In short, AI will change the way we work, learn, and create, but humans will remain central in almost every field. People will need to keep learning, adapt to new tools, and use their uniquely human abilities: empathy, creativity, judgment, and inspiration. Technology can assist, but it cannot replace the human touch, the emotional connection, or the moral reasoning that people provide in healthcare, education, creative work, transportation, and beyond. Lifelong learning, global cooperation, and human creativity will shape a future where humans and AI work together, each complementing the other to achieve more than either could alone. Even as machines take over much of the repetitive work, humans will continue to play a crucial role in overseeing and ensuring safety. AI can perform many tasks, but humans are needed to make careful decisions, handle unexpected problems, and guide outcomes responsibly. People will remain in charge of critical thinking, moral judgment, and strategic planning in every field. AI is also transforming entrepreneurship. New tools allow individuals to start and run businesses faster and more efficiently than ever before. For example, AI can help analyze markets, generate marketing content, manage customer interactions, and even suggest improvements for products or services. This means small businesses can compete with larger companies, and creative ideas have a better chance of success. Entrepreneurs who understand AI can use it as a powerful partner, taking advantage of its strengths rather than fearing it as a threat. Those who embrace AI may find new opportunities for innovation, growth, and reaching customers in ways that were impossible just a few years ago. Another key area is research and innovation. AI can process enormous amounts of data quickly, identifying patterns or insights that would take humans much longer to find. It can help scientists and researchers save time, test more possibilities, and generate ideas faster. However, humans are still essential for asking the right questions, designing experiments, interpreting results, and applying insights meaningfully. Machines can accelerate research, but human creativity, judgment, and imagination remain central to discovering new knowledge and making progress. We also need to consider the social impact of AI. Work is not only about earning money, it is also about identity, purpose, and meaning. As AI changes the job market, people may need to find new ways to feel productive and valued. This might involve pursuing careers that focus on creativity, problem-solving, care for others, or community service. Society and communities will need to adapt, offering support, retraining programs, and guidance for those whose roles are shifting. Lifelong learning and flexibility will become essential for everyone to thrive in a world where AI is part of daily life. Imagine a day in the life of a future worker. You wake up and check your AI assistant, which organizes your schedule, prioritizes tasks, and even suggests solutions to some problems. Some parts of your work may be automated, while others require your judgment, creativity, and problem-solving skills. You collaborate with colleagues, some working remotely, some using AI tools themselves. Your role focuses less on repetitive tasks and more on thinking critically, making decisions, guiding actions, and communicating results. You handle the problems that machines cannot solve, provide insights, and ensure work aligns with human needs and values. AI can also help tackle global challenges, such as climate change, by analyzing massive amounts of environmental data, predicting trends, and identifying effective solutions. However, humans are needed to interpret these insights, make ethical decisions, and implement policies that benefit societies fairly. Technology alone cannot decide what is best for communities, economies, or ecosystems. The combination of human judgment and AI's efficiency can create a future where problems are solved faster and more effectively, while still keeping people at the center of decision-making. In short, AI will change how we work, innovate, and live, but humans will remain essential in oversight, creativity, judgment, and ethical thinking. Entrepreneurs, researchers, and workers who learn to collaborate with AI will thrive, while society as a whole must focus on education, support, and adaptation. A future with AI is not about machines replacing humans, it is about humans and machines working together, each contributing their strengths to build a better, safer, and more innovative world. AI has the potential to help solve major global challenges. For example, it can analyze environmental data to predict natural disasters, optimize energy use, and support sustainable farming practices. These tools can make our world safer, more efficient, and more sustainable. However, humans are still essential. People must interpret the information, make policies, and implement solutions. AI cannot decide what is best for societies or the environment on its own. Instead, it enhances human abilities, allowing us to act faster and more effectively while still guiding decisions with judgment, ethics, and experience. Many people worry that AI could increase inequality. Those with access to technology might benefit more, leaving others behind. To prevent this, education and training must be accessible to everyone. Governments, companies, and organizations need to ensure that AI empowers all people, not just a few. Equitable access to technology, knowledge, and learning opportunities is critical for building a fair and productive society. When everyone can participate in the AI-driven future, communities can thrive together rather than allowing a few to dominate. It is also essential to maintain a human perspective as AI becomes more capable. Machines may become smarter and faster, but they cannot replace the human experience. Humans have emotions, values, culture, relationships, and creativity, things AI cannot feel or truly understand. Work is not just about completing tasks, it is about meaning, purpose, and connection. People need opportunities to express creativity, collaborate with others, and contribute to society in ways that matter. AI can support these activities, but it cannot live or feel as humans do. The future of AI and human jobs is not fixed. It will be shaped by the decisions we make today. Education, ethics, and social policies will all determine whether AI is used responsibly and inclusively. By learning new skills, adapting to new technologies, and keeping human values at the center, we can create a world where AI and humans complement each other. The goal is not to replace people with machines, but to use technology to enhance what humans can do. Individuals also play a role in preparing for this future. Think about the skills you want to focus on and how you can remain flexible, creative, and adaptable. Lifelong learning will be essential. The choices you make now, what to learn, how to work with technology, and how to apply your skills will shape not only your career, but also the world around you. AI will be part of everyday life, and those who embrace it thoughtfully will find new opportunities to contribute meaningfully. AI is more than just a technical issue. It is also a social, ethical, and human issue. How societies prepare, educate, and support people will determine whether AI benefits everyone or only a few. By combining human judgment, creativity, and values with AI's efficiency and analytical power, we can create a future where challenges are solved faster, communities are stronger, and human potential is expanded. In conclusion, AI is a tool, not a replacement for humans. It can help us achieve more, but it cannot experience life, make moral choices, or create meaning as humans do. Preparing for the future means embracing technology responsibly, learning continuously, and ensuring that human values remain at the heart of every decision. How you adapt today will define the kind of world you live in tomorrow, one where humans and AI work together to achieve what neither could do alone. AI is not just a technology issue, it is a human issue. It affects how we work, learn, and interact with each other. The important question is not whether AI will take over our jobs, but how humans choose to use it responsibly and effectively. Preparing for this future starts with understanding AI and the skills needed to work alongside it. For anyone entering the workforce or thinking about a career change, learning the basics of AI, data analysis, and digital tools is becoming as important as knowing basic computer skills was 20 years ago. These skills provide an advantage and help people stay relevant in a rapidly changing world. However, technical knowledge alone is not enough. As AI automates more tasks, human abilities such as critical thinking, creativity, problem-solving, and empathy will become even more valuable. Critical thinking is especially crucial because AI can produce results, but it cannot judge whether those results are appropriate, ethical, or beneficial. For instance, an AI system might suggest a marketing plan that increases profits, but harms vulnerable communities or society as a whole. Humans are needed to evaluate these suggestions, consider consequences, and make responsible decisions. This ability to think critically, weigh options, and foresee impacts is uniquely human. Creativity will also play a major role in the future. While AI can generate ideas, humans are needed to interpret, adapt, and give meaning to them. In fields like art, music, writing, and scientific research, creative thinking allows people to explore possibilities that machines alone cannot imagine. Combining creativity with AI tools gives individuals a strong advantage, helping them innovate and stand out in their careers. Humans can provide context, emotional depth, and cultural understanding that AI cannot replicate, making human input essential for meaningful work. Adaptability is another key skill. Change is constant in a world shaped by AI. Jobs that exist today may look very different in 10 years. Some roles might disappear, while entirely new ones could emerge. People who can learn quickly, adjust to new environments, and embrace lifelong learning will thrive. This flexibility also includes emotional resilience. Staying calm, patient, and resourceful in the face of change will be critical as technology and workplace expectations evolve rapidly. Communication and collaboration remain vital skills. AI can assist with information and analysis, but humans must work together to solve complex problems, share ideas, and guide decision-making. Emotional intelligence, empathy, and teamwork help ensure that AI is used effectively while maintaining positive human relationships. People who can combine technical knowledge with interpersonal skills will be especially valuable in the workforce of the future. In summary, preparing for a world with AI means more than learning software or programming. It requires developing uniquely human abilities, thinking critically, creating, adapting, empathizing, and collaborating. By understanding AI, embracing lifelong learning, and strengthening these human skills, individuals can work alongside technology rather than compete against it. The future is not predetermined, and the choices people make today about learning, working, and interacting will shape how AI impacts their lives and careers. Those who prepare thoughtfully will not only survive in an AI-driven world but thrive, using technology to enhance human potential while keeping values, creativity, and purpose at the center. Being adaptable and proactive is essential in a world shaped by AI. Change is constant, and jobs will evolve rapidly, so individuals who can adjust to new situations, learn quickly, and stay resilient will thrive. Emotional intelligence will also remain a critical skill. AI can perform many tasks, but it cannot truly understand human emotions. Jobs that require empathy, leadership, teaching, negotiation, or caregiving depend on emotional intelligence. Humans can read social cues, resolve conflicts, inspire others, and provide support in ways that machines cannot. Developing these skills ensures that people remain relevant and successful in collaborative, human-centered environments. Collaboration between humans and AI will become a key part of many workplaces. In this partnership, AI handles repetitive, data-heavy, or routine tasks, while humans focus on strategic thinking, creativity, and communication. For example, in medicine, AI can analyze thousands of patient records and identify patterns, but doctors make final decisions about treatments based on experience, ethics, and empathy. In business, AI can process market trends or predict outcomes, but managers decide on actions that reflect company values, ethics, and long-term goals. Humans provide context, judgment, and insight that AI cannot replicate. This collaboration opens new opportunities for innovation. AI can simulate experiments, generate prototypes, or explore new markets, providing humans with valuable insights. People can then use these insights to create entirely new products, services, or solutions. By combining AI's speed and analytical power with human creativity, intuition, and imagination, organizations can boost both productivity and innovation. Work will shift from repetitive tasks to roles that require judgment, vision, and problem-solving skills. Ethical awareness is another essential aspect of working with AI. AI systems can inherit biases from their training data or the designers who create them. Professionals must ensure that AI is used fairly, responsibly, and transparently. For example, hiring algorithms may unintentionally favor certain groups, or predictive policing tools might reflect existing societal biases. Humans must guide AI to make decisions that are equitable, just, and socially responsible. By combining human judgment with AI's efficiency, society can use technology in ways that benefit everyone rather than only a select few. In addition, humans will need to understand the limits of AI. Machines are excellent at analyzing data, recognizing patterns, and performing calculations, but they lack context, empathy, and values. Ethical decisions, creative problem-solving, and emotional guidance will always require human involvement. People who can balance AI's strengths with human insight will be in high demand across fields ranging from healthcare and education to business and creative industries. In short, the future workforce will be defined by collaboration between humans and AI. Emotional intelligence, adaptability, creativity, and ethical awareness will be crucial. AI can handle repetitive or analytical tasks, freeing humans to focus on innovation, judgment, and meaningful interaction. By learning to work alongside AI responsibly, individuals can thrive, and society can ensure technology serves human needs and values. The challenge is not simply mastering AI, but combining it with uniquely human skills to create a more productive, fair, and innovative world. Education will play a central role in preparing society for the age of AI. Schools and universities must go beyond teaching technical skills. They need to focus on critical thinking, creativity, ethics, and collaboration. These are the skills that machines cannot replicate and that will make humans valuable partners with AI. But education is not just for children and young adults. Adults also need opportunities to learn and update their skills throughout life. Lifelong learning is no longer optional. It is essential for staying competitive in a rapidly changing job market. People who continuously develop their abilities will adapt more easily and take advantage of new opportunities created by technology. Let's consider specific industries to see how AI is transforming work. In healthcare, AI can assist with diagnosis, recommend treatments, and support medical research. But humans remain indispensable. Doctors, nurses, and caregivers provide empathy, counseling, and make complex decisions that machines cannot handle. In education, AI can personalize lessons and track student progress. Still, teachers are needed to inspire students, guide their learning, and assess them holistically. In creative fields such as art, music, and writing, AI can generate content, but human artists bring emotion, cultural context, and meaning that machines cannot replicate. Across all these industries, AI can support and enhance human work, but it cannot replace the human qualities that give work purpose and impact. Now, let's imagine a future workplace. You wake up in the morning and your AI assistant has already organized your schedule, handled routine tasks, and provided insights for your work. Some responsibilities are automated, freeing you to focus on decisions that require creativity, critical thinking, and human judgment. You collaborate with colleagues, both human and AI, to solve complex problems, innovate, and create value. Your work becomes less about repetitive tasks and more about thinking strategically, making ethical choices, and building relationships. AI handles the routine, but humans handle the meaning. This future requires a mindset of adaptability and learning. Jobs will continue to evolve, and the skills that are valuable today may look different tomorrow. People who can learn quickly, embrace new tools, and adjust to changing work environments will thrive. They will use AI not as a replacement, but as a partner, combining the strengths of machines with uniquely human skills. In this way, AI becomes a tool for human growth, creativity, and innovation rather than a threat. Education, training, and preparation are key. By focusing on critical thinking, ethics, creativity, collaboration, and lifelong learning, individuals can work effectively with AI and remain valuable contributors in any field. The future workplace is not about competing with machines, it is about working with them. Humans will provide judgment, empathy, and meaning, while AI provides speed, data, and analysis. Together, this partnership has the potential to transform industries, enhance productivity, and create a world in which humans and technology achieve more together than either could alone. In the future, much of our work will change because of artificial intelligence, or AI. Instead of spending time on repetitive, routine tasks, people will focus more on thinking, making decisions, solving problems, and being creative. AI can handle the boring, repetitive parts of work, freeing humans to concentrate on tasks that require judgment and imagination. This shift means people will have more time to come up with ideas, plan strategies, and create new solutions. AI can also help us solve really big problems that affect the whole world. It can look at huge amounts of data, find patterns that humans might miss, and suggest ways to deal with issues like climate change, healthcare, poverty, and more. But AI cannot make the final decisions. Humans are still needed to interpret the information, consider ethical implications, and take action based on values, morals, and judgment. In other words, AI can help us do things faster and more efficiently, but it cannot replace the wisdom and insight that only humans bring. This change will also affect leadership. Leaders will need to guide not just human teams, but teams that include AI systems. They will need to make sure AI is used ethically and responsibly while keeping the workplace focused on people. Leadership will shift from controlling tasks to inspiring creativity, encouraging collaboration, and helping humans and machines work together effectively. Leaders who understand technology as well as human needs will be the most successful. At the same time, the idea of success may change. In a world where many routine tasks are automated, traditional measures of success, like income, job title, or social status, might become less important. Instead, people may value creativity, knowledge, the impact they make, and their contributions to society. Careers could become more meaningful and fulfilling because AI can take over the repetitive work, leaving humans free to explore their passions and talents. This change could encourage innovation, personal growth, and purpose-driven work. However, this future is not without challenges. AI could increase inequality if some people do not have access to education, training, or technology. Jobs may shift faster than society can adapt, leaving some people struggling. Privacy and security are also concerns because AI collects and analyzes large amounts of personal data. To manage these issues, individuals, organizations, and governments will need to work together. This will require education, smart policies, and responsible innovation to make sure AI benefits everyone. Another challenge is emotional balance. As machines take over more tasks, some people may feel stressed or pressured to compete with AI. They may worry about losing relevance or being left behind. It will be important to find ways to maintain human dignity, motivation, and well-being. Society will need to help people adjust to this new reality, ensuring that AI improves lives rather than creating fear or inequality. In short, AI will extend human abilities, allowing us to solve bigger problems and be more creative. It will change how we work, lead, and define success. But it will never replace human values, judgment, or wisdom. The future will belong to those who can combine the strengths of AI with human insight, compassion, and creativity. As AI takes over more routine and analytical work, some people may worry about losing their place or becoming less important. To thrive in this new world, humans will need to focus on skills that machines cannot easily replicate. Emotional intelligence, resilience, teamwork, and interpersonal skills will become more valuable than ever. Humans are naturally suited to navigate social, emotional, and ethical situations, areas where machines fall short. Developing these human-centered abilities will help individuals stay relevant, confident, and successful in an AI-driven world. Many areas of life already show the power of combining AI and human work. In healthcare, for example, AI helps doctors and researchers by analyzing medical data, finding patterns, and suggesting diagnoses. But doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals bring care, empathy, and judgment, qualities AI cannot provide. In education, AI can create personalized learning plans and help track student progress, but teachers inspire, motivate, and guide students in ways that machines cannot. Creative industries also benefit from AI-generated ideas, yet art, music, writing, and other creative work rely on human meaning, emotion, and interpretation. Transportation systems gain efficiency and safety through automation and AI, yet humans are still essential for coordination, decision-making, and emergency situations. In business and entrepreneurship, AI provides data analysis, market insights, and automation, but human creativity and innovation drive new ideas, strategies, and growth. Across all these sectors, AI acts as a partner that enhances human capability rather than replacing it. On a global scale, cooperation between countries will shape how AI impacts the world. Sharing knowledge, creating fair regulations, and promoting equal access to AI technologies are critical. International collaboration can help prevent misuse of AI, reduce inequality, and ensure that AI serves humanity's best interests. Ethical, legal, and social frameworks will guide responsible AI development worldwide. Countries and organizations that prioritize fairness, safety, and inclusion will be better positioned to benefit from AI while minimizing risks. For individuals, staying relevant requires a mix of technical knowledge and human-centered skills. Creativity, critical thinking, problem-solving, adaptability, and emotional intelligence will be essential. Lifelong learning is key. Those who continue to grow personally and professionally, embrace new technologies, and develop hybrid skills will succeed. AI is not a threat if humans remain proactive, ethical, and creative. When used wisely, AI can amplify human potential, help solve complex problems, and improve quality of life. Ultimately, humans will continue to lead, innovate, and make ethical choices, while AI handles repetitive, data-driven, or analytical tasks. This partnership allows people to focus on what machines cannot, understanding others, imagining new possibilities, and making decisions that reflect values and judgment. The future of work is not about humans versus machines. It is about humans working with machines to achieve greater things together. By embracing this partnership, individuals can create more meaningful careers, contribute to society, and enjoy work that is both productive and fulfilling. Humans and machines can achieve far more together than either could alone. But it's important to remember that the future is shaped by the choices we make today. We decide how AI is used, which skills we develop, and how society adapts to new technologies. The way we combine technology with human abilities while prioritizing ethics and values will determine whether the future is positive, fair, and fulfilling. AI is powerful, but humanity remains at the center of progress. Ask yourself some important questions. Which skills will you focus on in the coming years to stay relevant in an AI-driven world? How will you make sure technology works for you rather than against you? How can you contribute to a society where AI enhances human potential instead of replacing people? The answers to these questions will guide not only your own future, but the future of work for generations to come. AI is more than a technology challenge, it is a human challenge. How we respond, learn, and adapt will determine whether AI becomes a tool that empowers people or a force that creates new problems. Every decision we make in education, business, ethics, and personal growth will shape the opportunities of the future. One of the first steps is self-awareness. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and values is essential. AI may perform certain tasks faster or more efficiently than humans, but it cannot replace self-awareness, judgment, creativity, or purpose. People who know their skills and interests can find ways to combine them with AI tools to create new opportunities. For example, a teacher who loves working with children and learns to use AI to personalize lessons can become far more effective than a teacher who ignores technology. Similarly, an entrepreneur who understands both human needs and AI capabilities can build businesses that solve real problems in innovative ways. By combining human insight with machine efficiency, individuals can achieve far more than they could alone. Lifelong learning will be one of the most important habits in an AI-driven world. The skills needed today may change rapidly as technology evolves. Adaptability, creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and technical knowledge will all be essential. People who embrace learning as a constant process will stay ahead and remain valuable contributors in society. AI can amplify human potential, but only if humans continue to grow, reflect, and innovate. In the end, the future of work is not about humans versus machines. It is about humans working with machines to achieve greater things together. AI can take on repetitive, data-driven, or analytical tasks, freeing humans to focus on what machines cannot do, imagining new possibilities, understanding people, making ethical choices, and creating meaningful work. Our choices today will shape tomorrow. By staying curious, learning continuously, combining human insight with AI tools, and prioritizing values, we can ensure that AI enhances human life rather than replacing it. The power of the future lies not just in technology, but in how humans use it to improve themselves, their communities, and the world. Every person has the opportunity to influence this future by learning, adapting, and using AI responsibly. In the next 5 or 10 years, the skills we have today may not be enough. New technologies, industries, and types of work will continue to emerge. To stay relevant, people will need to remain curious, try new tools, and be willing to learn throughout their lives. Lifelong learning will be essential. Online courses, workshops, hands-on projects, and real-world experience are all ways to keep growing and adapting. Those who embrace learning as a habit will be better prepared to thrive in an AI-driven world. It is also important to balance technical and human skills. Technical abilities like programming, data analysis, or managing AI systems are valuable, but they are not enough on their own. Human skills, such as creativity, empathy, communication, critical thinking, and ethical judgment, are just as crucial. Machines can process information, predict outcomes, and automate many tasks. But humans are needed to interpret results, make decisions, and guide AI in ways that reflect social, moral, and ethical values. Creativity will become a major differentiator in the workplace. AI can generate ideas, but humans provide context, emotion, and meaning. Creative thinking allows people to make connections and solve problems in ways that machines cannot. Designers, artists, writers, engineers, and entrepreneurs who combine creativity with AI tools will be in high demand. Creativity also goes beyond art. It is essential for problem-solving, innovation, strategy, and finding new ways to improve processes in every field. Emotional intelligence is another area where humans excel. AI may simulate conversation or recognize basic emotions, but it cannot truly understand feelings or respond with genuine empathy. Jobs that require understanding others, teaching, leading, negotiating, or inspiring teams will remain heavily human-centered. Emotional intelligence allows people to collaborate effectively, resolve conflicts, and build relationships, skills that machines cannot replicate. Those who develop these abilities will become indispensable in workplaces that use AI. Adaptability is equally important. Technology is evolving quickly, and the nature of work will continue to change. People who can learn fast, adjust to new roles, and embrace change will have an advantage. Being open to experimentation, taking risks, and exploring new opportunities will allow individuals to remain flexible and relevant in a fast-changing world. Combining technical skills with human-centered abilities, creativity, empathy, critical thinking, and adaptability will be key to success. AI is a tool that can amplify human potential, but it cannot replace insight, judgment, or purpose. By learning continuously, understanding their own strengths and passions, and working alongside AI, people can create meaningful careers, contribute to society, and achieve more than they could alone. In short, the future will belong to those who can balance technology and humanity. Machines will handle repetitive, data-driven, and analytical tasks, while humans focus on what truly matters: imagining, connecting, inspiring, and leading. Staying curious, flexible, and committed to growth will ensure that people remain at the center of work and life, even in an AI-driven world. Those who combine technical knowledge with creativity, emotional intelligence, and adaptability will not only survive, they will thrive. Adaptability is not just about learning new skills, it also includes resilience, staying calm under pressure, and overcoming challenges. Even in workplaces where AI handles many tasks, humans who are flexible, proactive, and willing to adjust will remain valuable. Being adaptable means being ready to take on new roles, experiment with new tools, and respond to unexpected situations with confidence. Collaboration between humans and AI is becoming central in many industries. AI is often a partner rather than a replacement. In healthcare, for example, AI can suggest treatments, analyze medical data, or predict outcomes, but doctors and nurses interpret these results, provide care, and make ethical decisions. In education, AI can analyze learning patterns and personalize lessons, but teachers motivate, inspire, and guide students in ways machines cannot. In creative fields, AI can generate ideas or draft materials, yet humans add meaning, originality, and emotional depth. This partnership allows people to focus on tasks requiring judgment, creativity, and understanding areas where machines are limited. Ethics and responsibility are essential when using AI. AI reflects human decisions and can inherit biases or make mistakes if not guided properly. Professionals must ensure AI is used fairly, safely, and transparently. For instance, AI systems in hiring, law enforcement, or healthcare need careful monitoring to prevent discrimination or harm. Humans are responsible for shaping AI to align with ethical standards, social values, and human well-being. The choices we make today will determine whether AI benefits society or causes unintended problems. Education systems must adapt to these changes. Traditional education often emphasized memorization and standardized testing. In the future, schools, universities, and training programs must focus on critical thinking, creativity, ethical reasoning, and collaboration. Preparing students for technology-enhanced careers will require teaching them how to work alongside AI, solve complex problems, and continue learning throughout life. Lifelong learning programs for adults will also become essential, helping people stay competitive, adaptable, and confident in a rapidly changing world. Entrepreneurship is another area where AI creates opportunities. AI tools allow individuals and small businesses to analyze markets, manage operations, and create products efficiently. This levels the playing field, enabling smaller players to compete with larger corporations. Entrepreneurs who understand both human needs and AI capabilities can innovate faster, reach customers more effectively, and build businesses that solve real problems. By combining human insight with AI efficiency, entrepreneurs can create value that was previously difficult or impossible to achieve. In short, humans who are adaptable, ethical, and creative will continue to play a central role in an AI-driven world. By combining technical skills with human abilities, like judgment, empathy, and innovation, people can thrive alongside machines. AI is a tool that extends human potential, but it cannot replace insight, purpose, or emotional intelligence. The future of work will favor those who can collaborate with AI, learn continuously, and apply their unique human skills to solve problems, inspire others, and make ethical decisions. AI and humans working together can create new solutions and innovate in ways that neither could do alone. By combining technology with human insight, we can solve complex problems without being replaced by machines. Global cooperation will also play a key role in shaping the impact of AI. Countries that share knowledge, regulate technology responsibly, and provide fair access to AI tools will benefit the most. Collaboration between nations can prevent misuse, reduce inequality, and ensure AI serves the common good. International agreements, policies, and ethical standards will be essential to building a fair and productive AI-driven world. Social adaptation is just as important. Work is more than just earning money. It provides purpose, identity, and community. As AI changes jobs, society must create meaningful opportunities for people. Some traditional roles may disappear, but new careers in creativity, strategy, ethics, and human-centered industries will emerge. Communities and organizations will need to help people transition, offering training, guidance, and encouragement to prepare for the future of work. Imagine a typical day in an AI-enhanced workplace. Your AI assistant organizes your schedule, handles routine tasks, and provides insights to support your decisions. While many tasks are automated, critical thinking, judgment, and human interactions remain your responsibility. You collaborate with both human colleagues and AI systems to solve problems, innovate, and create value. Work becomes more focused on strategy, creativity, and human connection rather than repetitive or routine tasks. AI also has the potential to tackle global challenges. Issues like climate change, food distribution, and healthcare require analyzing vast amounts of data. AI can detect patterns, make predictions, and suggest solutions. Humans are needed to interpret these insights, make ethical decisions, and take action. By working together, humans and AI can solve problems faster and more effectively than either could alone. However, challenges remain. AI may increase inequality if access to education, training, and technology is uneven. Jobs may change faster than society can adapt. Privacy and security concerns also arise as AI collects and analyzes large amounts of personal data. To address these issues, individuals, organizations, and governments must work together. Education, thoughtful policies, and responsible innovation will be essential. Humans will also need to focus on emotional intelligence, resilience, and social skills to stay relevant. Even as AI takes on more tasks, people who are adaptable, empathetic, and collaborative will remain indispensable. Healthcare, education, creative industries, transportation, and business all show the power of combining human skills with AI tools. Doctors provide care and empathy, teachers inspire students, artists add meaning, and entrepreneurs apply innovation, all enhanced by AI's capabilities. Ultimately, the future depends on our choices. By learning continuously, working ethically, and combining human insight with AI tools, people can thrive in an AI-driven world. AI is a powerful tool, but humanity remains at the center of progress. Those who embrace technology while developing creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and adaptability will shape a future where AI amplifies human potential rather than replacing it. AI can bring many benefits, but it also creates challenges. Inequality may grow if access to technology, education, and training is uneven. Privacy and security concerns arise because AI collects and analyzes large amounts of personal information. Jobs may change or disappear faster than society can adapt. To address these challenges, individuals, companies, and governments must work together. Combining education, Thoughtful policies and responsible innovation will help people use AI safely and fairly. Leadership will also change in the AI era. Leaders will need to manage both humans and intelligent systems, guide ethical use of technology, and maintain workplaces that focus on people. Leadership will be less about control and more about guiding, motivating, and collaborating with teams. Leaders who understand both human needs and technology will be most effective. The idea of success may also evolve. In an AI-driven world, traditional measures like income, status, or titles may become less important. Success might instead focus on creativity, knowledge, impact, and contribution to society. With AI handling repetitive and analytical tasks, humans will have more time for meaningful work, innovation, and personal growth. People can focus on creating value, solving complex problems, and improving the world around them. Individuals must maintain perspective. AI is a powerful tool that enhances human ability, but it cannot replace humanity. Emotions, values, creativity, and judgment remain uniquely human. People are still needed to guide AI, interpret its results, and make ethical decisions. Maintaining this balance ensures AI supports human development rather than undermines it. It is important to reflect on the skills you want to develop for the future. Will you focus on creativity, emotional intelligence, problem-solving, ethical thinking, or leadership? How will you combine your human abilities with AI tools to stay relevant and create value? How will you help shape a society where AI empowers people instead of replacing them? The choices you make today will influence your career, your life, and the future of work for generations to come. Preparing for an AI-driven world means learning continuously, staying adaptable, and embracing both technical and human skills. Technical knowledge, such as understanding AI or using digital tools, is important, but human-centered abilities, like empathy, creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking, are equally essential. By combining these strengths, individuals can thrive in workplaces where AI performs many tasks, allowing humans to focus on areas machines cannot replicate. In short, AI is not a threat if humans remain proactive, ethical, and creative. It is a tool that amplifies human potential, enabling people to solve complex problems, innovate, and make the world a better place. Those who embrace learning, maintain perspective, and focus on uniquely human abilities will shape the future and ensure that AI supports, not replaces, humanity. The future of AI and human work is not set in stone. It is shaped by the choices we make today, through education, policies, ethical decisions, collaboration, and personal action. By learning continuously, developing the right skills, and prioritizing human values, both individuals and society can thrive in an AI-driven world. AI can enhance productivity, creativity, and problem-solving, but humans remain at the heart of innovation, judgment, and purpose. The decisions you make now, how you learn, work, and interact with AI, will determine your place in the future. Will you adapt, grow, and collaborate with AI? Or will you resist change and risk being left behind? Developing hybrid skills that combine technology and human abilities is essential. Staying flexible, curious, and proactive ensures that AI works for you rather than replacing you. In a future where AI can perform many tasks, you need to consider what makes you valuable as a human. Will it be your creativity, empathy, leadership, innovation, or ability to make ethical decisions? Identifying and nurturing your unique human strengths will allow you to thrive alongside intelligent machines. Emotional intelligence, problem-solving, collaboration, and critical thinking will remain vital because these are qualities machines cannot replicate. The future is something we create together, not something that just happens to us. By combining human skills with AI, respecting ethical standards, and preparing for change, we can build a world where technology improves life, work, and society. The choices we make today will shape opportunities, challenges, and the quality of life for everyone in the years to come. It is also important to think about balance. AI is a tool to support human goals, not to replace humanity. Maintaining perspective on values, ethics, and human connection is critical. Focusing on continuous learning, adaptability, and meaningful work will allow you to contribute in ways that machines cannot. Developing habits that foster creativity, ethical judgment, and resilience will help you navigate an AI-driven world successfully. Ask yourself, how will you ensure AI works for you, not against you? What skills, mindset, and habits will help you stay relevant and thrive? How will you combine technology with human values to create work and life that are meaningful, productive, and fulfilling? By thinking carefully and acting intentionally, you can shape your own future and contribute to a society where AI enhances human potential instead of limiting it. The choices we make now, individually and collectively, will determine the kind of world we live in. By embracing both human strengths and AI's capabilities, we can create a future where technology supports innovation, creativity, ethics, and human connection. This is a future where humans remain central, guiding AI responsibly and ensuring that progress benefits everyone.